What's going on, everyone? This is Zach with Strictly Shisha.
And I'm Sam, his loyal sidekick.
And I appreciate Samir being in all these videos with me. It adds a different take on everything we review together. So it means a lot to me in these reviews.
I'm glad to be here.
And I think you guys enjoy seeing his pretty face, right?
Oh yeah.
So Samir, what are we reviewing today?
Today we're smoking FML Red. And if you guys aren't familiar with FML, before there was the FML regular, and now we're on to the red, and there's a lot more FMLs out there, correct?
Yeah, so actually I got the list of flavors and I saw an FML blue on there and I saw a few other ones. So I'm excited to see what other FML flavors come in this line. But this original FML flavor, it's not the FML green, it's just regular FML, came out in I think 2014. And Samir was there for me for that original review, so it's only fair that he's in it for the FML Red. So he can give you his take after smoking many 250s of FML Green, and now today smoking FML Red. As you can see, we're on our second container. I blew through the first 100 grams, and now I'm on the 250 at the bottom here. And we are really enjoying this flavor. But Samir, let's take a few hits. If you guys don't know what Pure is a new brand to the American market. Like I said, it's been out since 2014, but it's really doing well so far. A lot of their flavors, their single note flavors, are really on point. Some of them I don't like as much, but FML and their mints for me are their signature flavors and what they're known for, and I absolutely love it. Since buying FML, the original one, I bought many 250s after it. I've blown through it. It's been an excellent mixer and something I actually really enjoy smoking as a standalone flavor. I don't find it to be unbearably cold, but I love the cooling in there. I love how fucking of my lungs it is. But Samir, now that you've had the FML Red, what do you think?
I actually really like it. It is a nice peppermint mint taste to it. If you're familiar with Tanger's cane mint, definitely it goes along with that. So I'm guessing that's what they were trying to tackle with this flavor. So let's get into the smell of it. There's still a little bit left in here, so let me get it.
Be careful on your nose.
This is really good. It reminds me of a nice peppermint stick. And on the top of it, it's a nice light colored tobacco. Pretty juicy and smells really good.
Yeah, this stuff is very juicy compared to the regular Pure line, and it's slightly darker. Earlier today we had packed a mixture of the regular Pure line and with FML in there, and you could see a stark difference in the FML. It's always a lot darker. And the one thing I heard about when reviewing this with other reviewers, they said it was a sweet peppermint flavor. And I was excited for that. I really enjoy a sweet peppermint flavor, like Waterman. But I was very glad to see that it wasn't just a sweet peppermint. This stuck true to its name and is a fuck my lungs cold red. And I'm glad that it stuck to its name, and I'm glad it's super cold and not just a sweet peppermint.
Yeah, it's very cold, and this is probably 20 minutes in. It still has a nice cold kick to it. What I have noticed before is after maybe 45 minutes, that coldness does die away, but you're left with a nice sweet peppermint taste.
Yeah, and just like with any mint, if you load on the heat with this, and I mean you really take those deep inhales, it'll be super cold, especially in the first round of coals. But if you ease on the heat, it will be a little sweeter. But don't get me wrong though, in my opinion, this is not a sweet peppermint flavor.
No.
This is a lung-chilling, cold mint with sweet peppermint in the background. And that's how I feel when I smoke this.
Yeah, and the nice thing is it's not overly cold, so you can take big hits and enjoy the smoke without feeling the harshness of the coldness in your mouth.
Most people that I've read the review of us and their feedback on this, people I've smoked with, they say it's a little more flavorful than the regular FML line. I think they're two different flavors. I actually really appreciated the taste of the regular FML, but a lot of people, most people I've heard say the Pure FML Red is more flavorful. But I think they both have their unique flavors to them, and I can enjoy them both separately.
Definitely, and I'm excited to see what other FMLs are out there. I really try, I think they have like a lemon one coming out. Or
I know, there's a bunch of FMLs, and I think it's gonna be crazy. But you mixed this earlier.
Yes.
And what did you notice in the balance of mixing?
So when we mixed it with blueberry, and this still stood out more, but with that blueberry in it, it had a nice mixture of sweetness in it. It just added on top of that peppermint. So it makes it a good mixer with certain flavors. So definitely also a good mixer like the previous one.
If you had to pick a mixer though, which one would you say is a better mixer?
I actually like the FML Red just because it's not overpowering such as the original FML.
And as you can see, the cloud output is fantastic. Pure always takes heat extremely well. We're running like 3-ish flats, maybe a Q. We had a little incident earlier where it fell on the ground, so we're down some coals, but it's got a lot of heat on here. Smoking this in the Prometheus hookah with this beautiful Brazilian hose. Cheers to the Brazilians. I know they love Pure FML Red and Pure in general, so this is a token to you guys. And right after this, we will do a review of this hose, Samir's favorite hose.
Exactly.
But definitely check this out. Pure is an excellent brand, and my personal favorites from the Pure line are definitely their mints, their fresh mint, and their FMLs. Those are where I see the brand shining. People do love their single note flavors, but the mints for me are where it's at.
Yep. And one thing I wanted to add to this, when I smoke FML, I don't get a headache like I usually do with when I smoke regular pure tobacco, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure where that could be coming from. Maybe it's my lack of dehydration or something like that, but...
Samir has always complained about headaches with pure, but lately he has not. Maybe it's because they revamped it. I personally don't think that would make a difference, but I have not noticed him complaining about headaches with a new pure, but never at all with the FML.
Yeah, so it's definitely a good flavor. Definitely need to pick it up.
Yeah, but the take home from this, in my opinion, it's not as sweet as everyone is explaining it. It's still very cold, and I love that about it. If you are looking for something a little sweeter, then check out something like the Watermint. That might be a little sweeter to your take. This is still very cold.
Very good.
Thank you guys very much for watching. Pick this up from 5starhookah.com if you want it. Thank you, Samir, again for being in the review.
Adios.
Bye, guys.